this is Future Ostentatious 24. While editing and processes and the junks and stuff. This was delayed, and to any other people that may watch this in the future, there are sensitive topics in this video, so prepare your buns and hearts, and keep an open mind. Prepare yourself, your hearts, your emotions, all that stuff. Alright, that was probably actually the end of the last episode, I guess, because it was long enough, 27 minutes. So, I guess with that being said, hello everybody! My name is ExistenceN, and welcome back to the non-existence of you and me. Continuing right from where we left off. I was worried it might be too long. It felt like it was quick, but at the same time, sometimes it just happens that it's been an hour. Never know. I need to keep a timer on me or something. What? 2 pizzas. Okay. Look at that later. Probably nothing. Probably gotta sign up for something or something. I don't know. When we were left with an ultimatum kind of sounding question, yeah, at least given the atmosphere, I don't know. I don't know what to click. I really don't. I'm leaning on this one, that one, that one. That one especially, I just now realized, because that's kind of... Whoops! Mic fell. Sorry about that. Especially since, the cracks whenever it cuts away from a scene. If that's leaning on that or not. This one, too. Sometimes it takes so much to remember you again. And I don't want to forget you. You're so beautiful. You're so lovely. I don't know if it'll go that route or not with that question. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm feeling this one. Did we really make the strawberry cake in this room together? Did we really play the dreams adventure together? Did we really have a date on the Ferris wheel night? Did we really play this impatient role game? Is this a new chapter? It didn't really state if it did or not. I have no idea if it's saved either, because it only does that when it jumps a new chapter. I have no idea what's happening. If we're reaching the end of the game, maybe? Seems a bit sudden. It's weird. Did we really have a date on the Ferris wheel? Who are you? Does Lilith truly exist?
存在，不存在。
Exist, not exist.
这应该由你来回答哦。
That's something you should answer.
Just like that, Lilith vanished. In her place appeared that black notebook. I would say she does exist, even on a very simple and finite kind of thing. I mean, she exists just because this game exists. I don't know. Is it a Monica situation from Doki Doki Literature Club? Which, I mean, I was spoiled to that, but I never played through or saw the entire game, I don't think. Just a bunch of memes based off of the ending, so I kind of pieced together how that goes down. If people want to see me play Doki Doki Literature Club, I'd be happy to. I've been meaning to play the free one, but at the same time there's also the purchasable one, and I'm curious to know how different that is. If it leads to the same outcome, a different outcome? Why is there a paywall on that one? I don't know. I've tried to look it up without spoilers, and I can't figure anything out. Open the death note! I've been here all alone. I've been here all along, dear one. Will I commit unalive soon, you think? Maybe from too much life pressure, or because I'm too lost in some non-existent fantasies. Or perhaps I'll be devastated because there's no one in reality who can truly understand me like you do. I love you so deeply. It's not just a hobby, it's a way of life, my spiritual pillar. You're my role model, my goal, my source of happiness. Do you know? Sometimes my heart aches because I can't convey my love to you. Reality is truly bewildering. I want to go to where you are, but how? Maybe find you here. Could death make it happen? They say there's an afterlife, right? If dying could fulfill my wish, I might as well die now. But if it wouldn't work, then I'll stay here waiting for you. Please, when you feel my feelings, come find me. I'll always be here. Can you imagine? Every moment of my life I think about this question. Why don't you exist? I want to work hard for you, do something for you, but you, will you see it, my dear, lovely you? No matter how much pain you cause me, I love you. I think I should sleep now. Maybe that'll help. I'm worried I can't take it anymore. I'm in so much pain right now.
I've been here all along. You've been fighting so hard all alone.
I flipped through the notebook, recalling everything that had happened and even remembering things that were yet to come. Tulpa? Tulpa, wait a minute, I know that word. Tulpa. Meaning Tibetan Buddhism. Move past, I don't know if the AI overview is it? Okay. Jog my memory. Being or entity created through focused mental effort and visualization. Essentially a thought form, an independent entity brought into being through the power of the mind. Modern uses, particularly within online communities, tulpas are often described as autonomous thought. Yes, okay. More or less from what I know of tulpas, that sounds about right. Interesting. You think I would have researched that more? I know of tulpas from a show I watched. And I'm really big on mythology and monsters especially, but I don't know why I've never really... That sounds about right, though. Interesting. I had poured all the feelings I wanted to suppress into her, creating a being with the purest concept of love. I wanted to explore the possibility of perfect understanding between people through her. I didn't have the courage to express love, so I let Lilith express it for me. I didn't have the courage to demand love, so I let Lilith love me. As I looked at Lilith in the notebook, I saw all the sincerity in the world within her. I saw all the falsehood in the world within her. Or guide her. Excuse me. Whoops! Wait. No, wait. Whoa, stop! Whoa! Okay, what's happening here? I'm not clicking. What are you doing? Okay. My laptop's weird. I think under the left side of it, it does weird things with the laptop, with the mouse, yeah. So I think I've said that before because that happened once before while I was sitting on my lap. It's sitting on my lap now. I don't know if my leg's causing interference or something. I don't know. So all the insanity in the world within her, as all the falsehoods in the world within her. I regard her as the incarnation of a holy angel. I regard her as the image of a terrifying demon. Wait, didn't have the Christian man love, so I let Lilith in. So I looked at Lilith. Okay, I guess that's what I missed. I want to embrace her existence. I wanted to destroy her existence. I wanted her to save me. I wanted to kill her. I wanted her to be happy. I wanted her to suffer. I envied her. I resented her. I loved her. I hated her. I am her. I am not her! Oh my god. Oh, we're at the ending. Oh, I finished it. Okay. You, please, you. Is that really the end? That's such a weird note to end it on. Is that just one possible ending? Exist? Black note. Let me adjust in that. Sugar. Chair. Cake. Cooking oil. Desk. What the hell? Is this a bad ending? Is this a... What kind of... Did I really just finish the game? I expected there to be at least a little more. Wow, okay. Wow. And there's still so many scenarios, that I know I miss out on previous chapters because we looked at that the last time. The gallery, and there's obviously some pictures in the gallery and memories I missed out on. Is this just one possible ending? Lilith, standing actor, stunt coordinator. Or is this a false ending? Is it going to jump to another chapter? And I don't know what to trust or believe anymore. Hello? Maybe? Yes? No? Do I have to click? Oh.
你还在呀？
You're still here.
你的戏份已经结束了呢。
Your part in this is
既
over.
然这样，我们来好好聊聊吧。
Since that's the case, let's have a real chat.
只有你和我。
Just you and me.
Well, that's not happening. I don't know if I should cut this. If I should make it just a personalized thing and say, oh, you should experience it for yourself, or should, there's some creators that are that way with their games. I believe Bennett Foddy is that way with Getting Over It. He didn't want content creators to expose the ending. I don't know if that's where... Well, okay, I'll keep going. It's just Lilith, me, and all of you that are watching. I don't know. If I figure out that it should be kept on the down low, then we'll cut it out, I guess. I don't know. Oh.
哎呀，我指的当然不是游戏主角，他的戏份已经暂告一段落了。
Okay, hold on a second. Pause.
Oh no, Oh no, I'm not talking about the game's protagonists. Their story has taken a temporary pause.
我指的是屏幕前的你。
Oh.
I'm talking about you. In front of the screen.
What do you mean by that? What? Drifting through 1,000 thoughts. Sweet nurse's treatment. Oh, a short episode. Oh my god. Oh, so beautiful, so sexy. Oh my god. And this one. So evidently that was, I guess, the bad ending. Oh. There's one fragment we haven't seen. And I have no idea how you'd go about getting that one. And 2 more of those. I feel like, well, for sure I'm not done with the playthrough. But are you, lovely lads and ladies, are you done with the playthrough? I will happily play and complete 100%, get everything on my own time. I will easily do that. I love this game, and I already tend to do that in general. I love to 100% games. If it's possible to do so, at least. Obviously, there's certain circumstances where that isn't the case. Let me click continue. Let me see if it takes us to the beginning first and foremost, or if it's going to start a new chapter. I'll pause it if it starts a new chapter. Well, I'll pause it either way, I guess. Maybe that wasn't the end? I should have figured that. I should have figured that out before chapter 5. Okay, so we aren't done. Never mind! Scratch what I said! Do you exist here? Chapter 5. The non-existence of you and me. Blah, 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 blah. There's no escape button. Do you exist here? Well, okay. Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pause it. Gonna pause it.
如你所见，这是一个游戏。
Hope you love this world. Alright! I'll probably go through all that again whenever we start the next chapter. This one was a lot shorter. This chapter in general was a lot shorter. This not just the recording session. That was weird. I could have easily done that in one video. But, okay. So obviously we're still missing some things. And again, okay, even though we're not done, like I was worried that we might be, still let me know your thoughts on all that. If you'd like to see me do the other playthroughs, that is completely up to you. I will either do it on my own time, or if you want to see the other routes and all that stuff, or at the bare minimum, the other, how to unlock the other pictures and stuff in the menu and all that things and videos and all the fragments and thingamajiggers. You'll have to let me know that in the comments below if you want to see it or not, because otherwise I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make a video on it. If people don't want to see it and don't voice their opinions, it's not gonna be done. I'm sorry if that sounds a little I don't know, mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to sound mean. It's just I don't want to waste my time and everyone else's if people aren't gonna watch it, if people aren't interested in it. If we reach a conclusive end and even though we didn't come across everything, then I'm fine with ending the series there. But if there's still stuff and people want to see it, they're gonna have to let me know that in the comments. And I'm gonna say that in an upcoming channel update where there's gonna be some massive changes to the channel. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I am gonna start doing that with a lot of series. That's gonna be one of the things I cut out. I don't want to be... I feel like I drag things on too much. I drag games on too much, and it's because I love them. It's because I want to cover every little detail that I can. But at the same time, I have so many other plans, so many other projects, so many other series I want to get into that it overwhelms me, and I get... There's too many things I'm in the middle of doing. And there's just so much more I could do. And especially if a series isn't doing well. It's not that I care about if people are watching and I'm getting views or not. It's that I want to... I've said this before in this series and in various other things. I want to make it as comfortable as possible for you, the viewers, as well. I want to make it as fluid and comfortable as it possibly can be. And if people aren't watching, that tells me that people aren't interested and they don't want to see those things. Again, it's not because I'm trying to hunt for views or anything. I don't get paid for this stuff. I don't care about that. I don't give a flying crap friggly diggly dunk about any of that shenanigans. Do you know how many of my videos are copyrighted? And I still have them up on the channel. They're not stricken, at least, so they can be on the channel, but like a lot of them get censored because I played. They're like, wiggle your finger because I use a song that's quote unquote not okay. Even though some of the creators of said franchises are like, yeah, we're cool if you use our things, but it's still under copyright because stupid laws and stuff, you know. I don't know how to phrase it. I'm sure there still be people that are like, oh, you're totally in it just to get the views and all that stuff. It's not, I swear, but at the same time, I don't know what I can say to convince people. If people don't believe me, it is what it is, I guess. I just want to be as enjoyable as I possibly can be and make people laugh and smile. And I basically said as much in the middle of the third chapter, was it? With the amusement park. And to that extent, oh god, I'm not going to get into it. I've covered YouTube, don't kill the video. It's for educational purposes. I have covered the topic of suicide before on the channel. And I've gone in depth about my own personal struggles with it. And as I said in the last chapter, I'm going to cover depression in an upcoming video sometime soon, maybe. I've dealt with a lot of stuff, and the point of me making videos and being a content creator is to make people happy and smile so that they can overcome those struggles like I did for myself, because there were so many YouTubers that helped me get through it until I was in a better place. And at the same time, I had to get through there myself, and I eventually did get to that safe point and feeling I'm okay with life and all that stuff. As I said in, I don't remember what episode it was. It was the chill, serious episode. The thumbnail was Lilith in the roller coaster, and I'm just gazing off into the distance with my avatar. If you want to know more about that. But yeah, or again, go watch the Super Powwow on the topic of suicide if you're interested in my struggles through that. But I want to help people. I got through that with other people's help, with content creators, and then when I was in a better place, I wanted to do the same thing for other people. No matter what anyone says, that is my entire goal in making videos. It's why I cover so many other games, and why I don't want to be tailored and tied down to a certain franchise. Sonic, I'm looking at you. Which is even weird, because my first videos whenever I cover a Sonic game get a lot, but then they really drop down to just like one. They're in the hundreds, but then as the series goes on, by like episode 2 or 3 even, there will be like one view. I'm like, okay, so do you guys not like Sonic? I don't know. I don't know what people are looking for. But like, as much as I love Sonic, that's also why I don't want to be tied down to it, because obviously people have seen that stuff before. I want to make the experience as fun, exciting, and unique as possible, and I want to be able to reach out and help people that are going through things and suffering through serious stuff and all that stuff. Especially because I went through many psychiatrists and psychologists, therapists, all that stuff. It helps. I'm not going to deny that. If it helps you, I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying don't at least try it either. Don't be afraid to try it. Don't be ashamed to try it. It can help some people, but for me personally, it did not. It would help for the remainder of the day. I'd be all happy and be like, hey, life's good again, but then I'd go to sleep and I was so deep in depression that the moment I woke up the next day, that high just wore off. That's basically what it was for me, was just a high. And then at the same time, I couldn't afford. In recent years, the past, 5 years, I can't afford that shenanigans, especially with America's crappy healthcare system. I can't afford that shiz. I can't afford to gush out my feelings, especially on a daily basis. I wasn't even doing it daily. Maybe, was it monthly at least? One day a month? I can't afford that shiz. A lot of other people can't afford that shiz. And just, it took other means for me to get through it. And same with medicine, too. I'm not going to knock it either. Some people are like, oh, that's bad. Medicine's bad. You shouldn't rely on medicine. You should go talk to some. Both are to an extent okay. As long as you know self-control, especially with medicine, as long as you know that you shouldn't overdose and all that stuff, as long as you can keep a line drawn in the sand about that, especially if people have struggles like with other mental disorders, like I have ADHD, which is why I ramble on so much. But I'm not on medicine. One, I can't afford that, mostly. But at the same time, I wouldn't knock it if I had the opportunity to get back on it, because it would probably help find structure in my life a little bit, help tie down, put a little leash on this dog, because I compare myself to my black lab a lot, because labs are the dogs of the ADHD world. Back when I had Pepper, she was so hyper and so just unburned and so happy. I always would say she was more likely, she would be a terrible guard dog. She would be good at the job, but she would not attack if there was a robber or something break in. She would most likely lick them to death before she would attack them. She just loved everybody. She was all happy and hyper and excited. I'm that way. That's how ADHD kind of works. Ugh, I'm rambling again. Sorry about that. Point being, medicine, a lot of people, some people tend to knock medicine, but it can help. But at the same time, people need to know that there is a limit. There is a line. You can't cross it, otherwise it gets into bad territory. Just for the same reasons as, again, a therapist or a psychologist, it can help, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to you and what you can handle. It comes down to what makes you comfortable and what helps you get out of your shell, what helps you bloom and blossom out of your flowery thingamajigger metaphors. And that's what I was kind of feeling about with this. This game, that last bit of the chapter, this video, it hit home. Especially that notebook. It hit every single checkbox in my list of things I was going through. Especially the loneliness. I am a romantic. I love the idea of love, but at the same time, that's why I hate Valentine's Day. Because everyone is in love except I'm all alone. I want to be loved and I want to love, but at the same time I hate it because I can't have it because of how stupid and isolated and how much of a recluse I am and quiet, which is weird, I know, with how much I'm talking right now. In person, I am extremely shy and quiet, and I recede into myself a lot. It's weirdly for the exact same reasons, but I go in polar opposite directions. When I'm talking through a mic or through text, when my face is not there, it's easier for me to go and talk, but then I'm going in the complete polar opposite radical direction of I'm talking too much versus not talking at all. That's just, it's a weird dynamic, but it makes sense if you know how it Anyways, yeah, just especially that part about the love and romance and creating. Okay, yeah, I need to wrap it up. But this one thing I really wanted to talk about: the idea of waifus being in the Japanese community, especially with how their work system works and how depressed everyone is in that country. It is awful and horrible. And then that has, because of the expanse of anime and video game cultures into the West and other countries, the idea of waifus spreading, it's kind of like medicine and a psychologist. It's a good buffer. Oh, creating a waifu, I am not against it. If that's the idea of my various mascots. Mana, the Witch Reaper lady, various other things. The Ghost Girl that's in my horror outros and has popped up here and there with the red hair. And I have various other ones I've made and am making. It's good to have... It's a good buffer because it creates a connection, even though it's a false connection. It still creates a dynamic and connection for you to connect with, even if it's in your imagination world. Sorry if that sounded weird. I was trying to do the SpongeBob thing with the rainbow. It wasn't supposed to sound sarcastic and in air quotes. I was trying to do the SpongeBob thing. It can help. Waifus can help and creates a connection where the person is struggling to find connections, even though it's in their imagination. But at the same time, it can be bad. You can, for lack of a better term, overdose on a waifu as well. Getting lost in your own head, your own imagination, wanting to go to this imaginary world rather than being in the real world. And then it creates a disconnect, and it can create and lead to other problems such as, again, suicide and various other things. It can help with suicide, but if you delve too much into that medium, then it can also make it worse if there's not a control to that quote-unquote substance. The waifu substance. Which is the point of the, what is it called? Me? That song that aired like a decade ago on YouTube. It's good to have that kind of thing, and I don't hate on waifus, and I know they're all cringe and stuff. A lot of people are like, oh, it's so cringe, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I do think there is good to come from them. But at the same time, there needs to be balance. In anything and everything someone does, there needs to be a balance in their life. Otherwise, they'll go off the rails. And I'm all about balance. I'm all about keeping balance to things and such and stuff. And that's kind of why I made mascots too for the channel. It's despite making Mana a yandere, so she's obsessed with me. She's also available for all of you if you wanted to create. I don't want to spoil stuff too much because I'm gonna make an origin video for her at some point. But think of it this way: there are multiple Manas across the multiverse or whatever, the great expanse of infinite possibilities. So whereas this one just latched onto me, that there might be a Mana for you out there somewhere in your own imagination land. Feel free to go crazy with it too. I don't care if people want to make fan art or even even naughty fan art. I don't care. Go for it. Be free and do whatever you want. That's kind of why I made and have mascots. It's not just because I wanted to have clickbait and boobs in the thumbnail. It's because I wanted to create kind of a, I guess, medicine for people that are. I'm in a way, yeah. She's like the medicine you would take for that kind of stuff, and I'm the psychologist or therapist. Don't take that. Don't run with that. I'm not licensed or anything. I took some classes on sociology and psychology in college, but I'm not an expert on that stuff. I'm just here for you to to help you feel better if you're going through the same problems that I did or other problems. I just want to be there for people that are struggling. And that's the point of all this. That's the point of me doing videos, making content and all that stuff. And I hope that helps you. God, I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. But I should probably end it here. Yeah, okay. I should probably end it here. I should probably stop rambling. I don't know how long I've been rambling. Hopefully I wasn't too much and you were okay with it and enjoyed. I guess we're not completely done, which I'm guessing is going to be what the next chapter is about. Chapter 4... Whoops. Wait a minute. Hold on. I forgot I wasn't at the main menu. Chapter 4 was, I guess, coming to that conclusion and awakening of... Yeah, you're going through this shiz. And then Chapter 5, if I'm guessing, is going to be about us overcoming it, maybe, hopefully. Maybe? That's kind of the hints I'm getting from this game. And I've felt that these hints since possibly the beginning. It's felt a little more... It's felt a little more tailored towards... I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's... Like it has a particular message. It's not just here for creep factor and the Eldritchian beings or the cute, beautiful, sexy lady factor. It's felt like it's had an in-depth message since the beginning, which is why I wanted to cover it in general. So if I had to guess, Chapter 5's probably the end, and we're gonna be exploring that. It's the 5 stages of grief, maybe? I can't remember all of them, or in which order. But Chapter 4 was probably acceptance, the end of it at least, and then Chapter 5 will be overcoming that. Finding a better version of ourselves, and coming to peace to the point that we don't need a Lilith anymore, that maybe we can find someone else in the real world that can make us feel better about ourselves. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Maybe that's not the case. If I'm right on all that stuff, then I won't be wasting time at the end of the next videos, the next chapters, breaking it down and all that stuff. I'll probably talk about briefly how good of a game it was and all that stuff, but I'll keep it as short as I possibly can. I shouldn't waste any more time. Sorry for all that. Hopefully I wasn't boring you, and hopefully I was helping people if they were feeling things and stuff and such and all that. Anyways, I should end it here. I know I keep saying that. I keep feeling like there's more to say, but all good things must come to an end, I guess. I don't know. At some point, things must come to an end. I gotta end it. And thank you so much for watching! I hope you have a lovely day and or evening. Until next time, whatever it is I may do. Whether it's the non-existence of you and me, or something else I may do. I hope to see you then. Farewell!